felt like this team was at a different point going into the bye than you guys were going into the bye a year ago. How do you kind of assess where you are, where the offense is going into this break?
From a record standpoint, we're obviously a lot better, and where we, atop the division. Didn't go perfect to get to this point, but in a position that we were able to win some games down the stretch and be in a good spot here going into the bye week. So there's definitely positives. There's always negatives that you can work on during the bye week, which we got started on today, which was good. But yeah, I think obviously just better from a standpoint this year versus last year.
Kenny, you guys won 7 of 9 after the bye week last year. Are there things you can draw on from what you guys learned during that time off into this year?
Yeah, just look at what we're doing well, continue to do those things. There's could always be things that we could take out or add. Tune up some certain things that we're not doing well. So I think there's different ways to attack it. I think we did a really good job today of getting started on it. Guys came in with a great attitude, so looking forward to getting healthy and getting back to it.
You just touched on there, taking out or adding. What would most behoove you guys at this point? Is it to add and make you guys more broad-based, or is it to downgrade and simplify?
You could do both. You could really we have to look at what we've done as a whole. If there's some things that we're just really not doing well, and there's kind of beating our head on the wall, then let's take it out and not do it. If there's something we feel like we add, we have guys that we could put in position to be successful, then let's add it. I think everything's on the table. It's have an open mind going into it.
How difficult is it to know when to stay in the pocket and when to get out of it? And is that something you can drill in practice, when to go and when not to go?
Yeah, you can always drill at it. It's something that I feel like I've gotten better at, can continue to improve at. I have the athleticism to make plays on the move and extend, so there's a fine balance between both, and it's continuing to work on it.
Do you feel like you guys might have just gotten a little bit of momentum in the second half of the game against the Ravens, playing complementary football?
Yeah, we've shown flashes. We haven't put it together for a full game, and that's always what you're hunting. And we've definitely shown flashes of it. We haven't been consistent, so that's what we're fighting to be a more consistent team.
What do you feel like you've particularly done well at through the first 5 weeks?
Giving our guys chances to make plays. I think putting guys in one-on-one, myself putting the ball up for them and making plays. Getting better at operating the offense, being smooth and putting us in third and manageable situations. Working the pocket, continuing to get better there. There's a lot of things to get better at too. So I'm going to use this week to kind of take a step back from it and kind of fine-tooth comb it and figure out what we need to do to get better.
In this week, do you think at all about how far you've come in a year since being starter? I know you hadn't wanted to necessarily reflect on that.
I think it's good time to work and also kind of step away and kind of relax a little bit. It's kind of finding that fine line of both. So that's something I'm going to talk to Coach T and my coaches and figure out what my schedule is going to be for the rest of this week and move from there.
Do you remember that you did best to help the run game during the bye week last week, and how do you apply that this year?
I mean, I'm not going to get into X's and O's and scheme and what we could be doing or what we should be doing. That's up to the coaches, and we follow their lead on what they say is best.
Kenny, what's been the impact of not having Deontay, and then what kind of boost could that be if he's available against the Rams?
Obviously, he's a really talented guy, and we miss him a lot. He helps move the chains. He gets great separation. He's been a great teammate and leader in that room as well and helping guys out. So, I mean, getting him back is going to be massive for our offense. And I think just by watching us, you could see that we've missed him. And I think it'll help George out. It'll help Allen and Cal, and kind of those guys have been really working hard and playing a lot of snaps. So I think it'll be great for us as a whole to get 18 back.
How much has the relationship between you and George grown, I guess, just in the last few weeks, and how much ceiling is left there?
I think there's a lot left because, he's continuing to grow his route tree. We're getting the ball in different situations, but obviously down the grass is where he's been excelling. So I think that relationship continues to grow. It never stops. We're going to always be pushing to be, a great duo in this league for a long time.
Was there any different feel for you having Broderick in there on your blind side?
No, he did a great job. Broderick came in, man. He prepared hard. I'm really proud of his preparation and the energy and the kind of enthusiasm he brought. So I think that they do a great job in that room. Dan, obviously being in there, helping him out as much as he could to get ready to go. So they all worked together, and it was good.
Kenny, there were a lot of Twitter offensive coordinators coming up with these conspiracy theories about what happened the last play, whether you made a check or audible to the line of scrimmage. What were some of the changes you made to the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, it was protection in the route. They went zero. I want to make sure we protected and gave George's route. He went and made a great play. It was something that we worked all week on. So it's awesome when you put a lot of time in something in a crucial moment like that to win a divisional game. You go out there and you do it in a 2-minute drill. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Yep.